90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. Stars Nicole Sherbini and Mahmoud al-Sherbini are incompatible and shouldn't be together anymore. Nicole, a 40-year-old woman from Los Angeles, met Mahmoud, a 31-year-old Egyptian, while on a trip to Cairo. Despite cultural differences and Mahmoud's strict beliefs, the 90-Day Fiancé franchise stars married after a whirlwind romance. However, their relationship has been anything but smooth sailing, including Nicole's struggle to adapt to Mahmoud's conservative lifestyle and Mahmoud's judgment of American customs. Regardless, they still filmed 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Season 8. Nicole and Mahmoud's relationship began in Cairo, where Mahmoud proposed to Nicole after just a day together. Despite initial excitement, Nicole soon realized the stark differences between her life in Egypt and her expectations of what being with Mahmoud would be like. Culture shock and disagreements led to a problematic marriage, prompting Nicole to contemplate divorce multiple times. As this pattern continues in the United States, it has become clear Nicole and Mahmoud will never be compatible and should part ways. However, Mahmoud's arrival in America only exacerbated their issues. It's unfair to expect Nicole, an American woman, to conform to Mahmoud's strict religious beliefs, but she knew what she was getting into when they married. Nicole has begun to exhibit red flags, attempting to push Mahmoud away by making him uncomfortable in their home together. In 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Season 8, the conflicts only intensified, with Nicole publicly berating Mahmoud and falsely accusing him of infidelity. Nicole and Mahmoud's continued issues stem from their inability to communicate with each other. The tumultuous couple come from vastly different cultural and religious backgrounds, which leads to frequent conflicts and misunderstandings despite Nicole's conversion to Islam. This has turned out to be a surface appeasement, as Nicole has shown little initiative in understanding and adopting his religious beliefs, which is her prerogative, but wasn't discussed with Mahmoud. This lack of communication regarding religion is the crux of their issues. Despite Nicole's initial agreement to convert to Islam for marriage, she has not attempted to appreciate Mahmoud's faith or cultural practices. Mahmoud expects Nicole to adapt to his way of life, but Nicole consistently resists, leading to frustration on both sides. They will never communicate effectively unless Nicole gives in, which would go against her belief system. Nicole has a notoriously free-spirited nature, which prompts Mahmoud to impose restrictions on her behavior and clothing choices, which is incompatible with most Western women. This lack of understanding leads to resentment from both Mahmoud and Nicole. Mahmoud also seeks to control Nicole the more she resists his request, and has even tried to stop Nicole from making new friends and even polishes her clothes. Mahmoud and Nicole's latest blowout on 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, indicates an impending breakup. With Mahmoud declaring he wants to return to Egypt, the couple may finally split for good. Nicole admitted to the cameras in a confessional, "I'm furious because, for the last 4 years, I've done nothing but try as hard as I can to make this work. I've traveled to Egypt. So when Mahmoud started to pack his bags to go, I feel like, when does he have to try?" Nicole seemed to have reached her wit's end. The argument stemmed from Nicole allegedly embarrassing Mahmoud in front of her friends, where she called him a traitor. He found this accusation untrue and a betrayal of their commitment to each other. Unsurprisingly, the conflict began when Mahmoud disapproved of Nicole's dress when meeting with her friends, which showed more of her back than he deemed appropriate. She also gave her friends alcohol at the apartment, which Mahmoud also opposed. Once again, their cultural differences were the problem in an unsolvable argument. It's unclear if Nicole and Mahmoud have broken up, but their relationship doesn't seem to be headed in a positive direction. Through their cultural clashes, lack of communication, and overall incompatibility, Mahmoud and Nicole have repeatedly proven they should not be married. Mahmoud needs to be with someone whose religious and cultural beliefs align with his own, and Nicole needs someone who relishes in and embraces her free spirit. While they have tried to make it work, this 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, couple needs to split for good.